Sammo holds significant power and influence, engaging in numerous illegal activities without leaving any evidence. After midnight, this bustling street falls under his control, with anyone daring to cross him facing the test of his thousands of minions. Inspector Simon has been pursuing Sammo for years, and finally convinces a key witness to testify against him, ready to send the notorious Sammo to prison. But in what appears to be an accident, the witness and his wife are killed on the spot, leaving only their daughter alive. Simon, witnessing the orphaning of the young girl, is enraged, knowing that the car accident is undoubtedly linked to Sammo. However, Sammo remains indifferent to the animosity of the police, armed with a perfect alibi, rendering the police powerless against him. Simon, worn down by his years of toil, receives a terminal illness notice from the hospital. With late-stage cancer, he treasures his time even more and can only seek a breakthrough through an undercover operation. However, Sammo's notoriety deters anyone from easily joining the plan. Therefore, Simon can only promise to protect the undercover agent with all his might. 3 years pass, and Simon is about to retire, with Inspector Donnie set to take his place. His superiors warn him not to stir up trouble during this period. But Simon pays no heed, as he has already located one of Sammo's hideouts. He immediately leads his team in a raid, which goes smoothly, swiftly seizing a stash of Sammo's ill-gotten gains, further fueling Sammo's resentment towards them. That evening, as Donnie familiarizes himself with the jurisdiction alongside Simon, a brawl breaks out in the crowd, with even the police being blocked by the human wall. It turns out there's an unwritten rule on this street: before midnight, it's under police control, but after midnight, Sammo calls the shots. Watching Sammo's brazen demeanor, Donnie finally realizes the extent of his arrogance. A few days later, a body is found in the outskirts, identified as the undercover agent sent out 3 years ago. Simon recalls his promise from 3 years ago and realizes he failed to protect him. Just as everyone is feeling helpless, a journalist suddenly arrives at the police station, claiming to have footage of a monster killing someone. Initially dismissed by the team, the footage actually shows Sammo committing the crime. Fueled by hatred after watching it, Simon decides to edit the footage to frame Sammo. They immediately obtain a warrant and go to arrest Sammo, but he puts up a fierce fight. Donnie, without hesitation, engages in combat with him. Having once knocked out a thug with a single punch, Donnie finds himself evenly matched with Sammo this time. Eventually, they manage to overpower Sammo with their numerical advantage. Unexpectedly, the attempt to frame Sammo doesn't throw him off guard. He calmly takes a phone call, tenderly assures his wife and son of his safety, then arrogantly declares he'll be out of prison within the day. Simon and his team conduct a thorough search for the perpetrator, seeking revenge for the undercover agent. Donnie, noticing their unusual behavior, secretly follows them and witnesses the team's brutal killing of the perpetrator. It becomes evident to Donnie that Simon never intended to let the perpetrator go to prison. Their aim was simply to take a life for a life. Unable to accept their actions, Donnie is rendered speechless when questioned by the others. Their mission was to avenge the undercover agent, yet the mastermind behind it all, Sammo, remains without any criminal evidence against him. Donnie is engulfed in confusion. He seeks out the person he had previously incapacitated with a single punch, someone he had been financially supporting like a child for years. Right and wrong seem blurred in his mind. But then, Donnie has an epiphany: he is willing to support Simon's framing plan. However, the evidence they've fabricated is still not enough to completely take down Sammo. So, Simon decides to replace a bullet in the evidence room with a handgun. The team quickly finds a cellar, and one of them heads out to make the exchange. Meanwhile, the journalist is brought to the police station, presenting the complete footage to the chief. Sammo walks out of the station a free man, while Simon, the one who falsified evidence, is now wanted by the police. Fortunately, he manages to hide in the archives with some help. As the team member goes to make the exchange, they encounter unexpected trouble. Thugs suddenly scatter, locking the door behind them. Then, a hitman appears, attacking the team member without a word. He's one of Sammo's men, engaging the team in a deadly fight. With no time to draw his gun, the team member falls quickly. Donnie arrives too late, witnessing his teammates' demise helplessly. Trapped in the police station, Simon receives a call from Donnie. There's no time for grief. He instructs Donnie to take care of the other two team members. However, the hitman is swiftly eliminating the other two. By the time Donnie arrives, the two team members are barely clinging to life. One of them reveals a secret before passing away. Recently, during a mission, they failed to turn in a sum of money. It was intended to support Simon's goddaughter. Knowing Sammo's intentions, Simon confronts him alone. Seizing the opportunity, he draws his gun and opens fire, but the hitman injures him. As Sammo prepares to finish off his enemy, Donnie calls. Donnie has found the money and offers it in exchange for Simon's life. He drops his badge and rushes to the scene, knowing Sammo won't keep his word. The hitman, waiting for him, engages Donnie in a fight. Inch by inch, Donnie gains the upper hand, exploiting the hitman's vulnerabilities. Gradually, the hitman struggles to keep up, while Donnie's weapon proficiency shines. Finally, seizing the opportunity, Donnie stabs the hitman, avenging his fallen comrades. With the money in hand, Donnie enters the building and confronts Sammo. They immediately engage in combat, continuing their previous unresolved confrontation. However, they are not evenly matched. Sammo's imposing stature seems unbeatable. Just as Donnie is about to be overwhelmed, Sammo's wife calls, distracting him. Donnie seizes the opportunity to incapacitate Sammo. Though Sammo struggles, Donnie delivers a series of blows, rendering him immobile. Yet, Donnie refrains from killing him and instead celebrates with a drink. Suddenly, Sammo strikes, hurling Donnie out of the building. The impact knocks Donnie unconscious. As Sammo triumphs, he notices his wife's car below. His victory, however, comes at the cost of the one thing he cares about. Watching the girl lost in thought, Simon reflects. He wishes to spend more time caring for her, but his ailing body reminds him that time is short. In the end, despite becoming a vengeful ghost to avenge his team, the shadow of his terminal illness remains, and Simon cannot escape it.